Hey everybody, so I wanted to... Yeah, it's recording. Okay. Hey everybody, so I wanted to kind of talk about some stuff, not kind of like the video idea update type of video I did 11 or 12 days ago. And, I'm slowly starting to get used to this webcam because I can't see myself, and hopefully I'm getting myself in frame. But I think I've been doing a pretty good job of that in the past few videos. Because this webcam, I've had a complicated relationship with this thing, because sometimes it gets glitchy, like at the beginning of videos, especially the Five Nights at Freddy's video and Dragon's Lair Time Warp. Like, it was just, the webcam was lagging out like crazy. I mean, I got it from like Goodwill or something like that, so I actually did see one when I went to a recent Goodwill trip, and it looked a little bit better, but I decided to keep this one. So yeah, so I have a couple of video ideas. The first one is actually something that is a little bit going to be a little bit of a sequel to when I did the video of 7-Up versus Starry versus Sprite taste test, because I really liked that video, but I couldn't get Serum S at the time because it was really poor. But like, it's just like, that video was fun because it was just like so different. Like, every soda was different from there. So like, it's something that I want to do with Coke. So, for some people who don't know, McDonald's Coke is completely different compared to like other Cokes, or like other like containers, like cans or bottles or a Mexican Coke. McDonald's Coke, I get it all the time now. I used to get Dr. Pepper, but man, like, after not having McDonald's Coke for many years, oh my god, it's so good. Like, and I know it's clogging my arteries, but I don't care. It's so good. So yeah, there's a reason why McDonald's Coke tastes better than all the others. So what I think it is that apparently instead of when McDonald's, they put the kind of like syrup into stainless steel tanks instead of plastic bags. I think that's what it is. So it kind of has like that chilled kind of flavor. So yeah, McDonald's Coke is the best one. So what I want to do is that I've been wanting to kind of compare every type of Coke you can get, like in the main recipe, because they're different. They just have to be, because McDonald's is way better than some of them. So what I want to do, I don't know if I'm going to do it tomorrow or a couple days from now. I want to buy the bottled Coke, canned Coke, and I actually do already have a Mexican bottle of Coke upstairs. And it's kind of funny because it's so hard to find the Mexican Coke near my area. The only place that has it is Dollar General. And like, I actually went there yesterday. And like, I've been saving it for what I might be doing tomorrow in the next few days. But I really want to do that taste test video because, man, like, that'll be really interesting, because I would still have to go to McDonald's though to get a Coke, but that would be a little hard though, because maybe I might ask for no ice, because like, I've noticed that if I ask for ice, like, it's kind of waters down the flavor. And like, I actually have been doing that a little bit recently with when I go to Culver's. Like, when I get root beer, I specifically ask for no ice, because it feels like you get more out of it. So what I probably will do tomorrow, or maybe in the next few days, is, yeah, just drink or try to, well, I honestly want to try to guess them, because that will make it a little bit different compared to the previous video, like the story video. But I mean, I don't know how I'm gonna do that, because usually my family does not really like to be in videos. So mainly my brother, he is very camera shy. So actually my sister doesn't mind it, but like, it's, yeah, so I want to maybe try to guess them, but I don't know how I would do that. So if I can't figure something out, I'll just taste them. But yeah, so I want to do this because I think that'll be a really cool video idea. So I think the next thing is, or actually the next thing that I have this weekend, and then I'll talk about the Car and Circus in a second, but I'm going to Comic-Con. So Comic-Con is coming by in Springfield, And it's kind of funny because I wasn't going to go originally because I didn't really realize that they had it up until recently. Like, I mean, I don't know if they've been hosting in Springfield for a while. But, like, I got a ticket, or I'm going there. So, I'm meeting somebody. So, there's a bunch of guests. Yeah, so there's actually some pretty big names here. The one that I think will sell out the most is Steve, because I mean his prices are still to be determined. But the thing is that I mean I wanted to meet Steve, but I saw someone who I would want to meet more. Yeah, so some of these prices are still like in the process to be determined. $75 for a photo op for Steve. That one's gonna sell out quick probably because like people have a lot of childhood memories, including me, of Blue's Clues. And honestly, like I mean, the other guy was fine, but Steve was the main guy for that. So Sean Astin, Lord of the Rings, definitely. Man, autograph is $80. Man, I think that might be the most expensive one. So I'm looking through everything on here, and these are some of these are pretty pricey. So, man, I don't know. Like that seems a little bit pricey for some of these people. Okay, so I'm meeting Billy West. So, it's kind of funny because yeah, I wasn't originally gonna go, but once I saw Billy West's name, I was like, I gotta go to this, and actually, his prices aren't bad. Like, and compared to, I mean, I don't know if it's like they choose, the people who are gonna attend will choose the prices, but compared to everyone else, it's so much cheaper. And I mean, I kind of got lucky on my part because the least priced person was the one I wanted to see the most. So I'm actually getting a photo op with him, which is oh my god, I'm trying not to. Yeah, it's so cool because I'm a huge fan of like cartoons and like voice acting and stuff. And I just think he has the best lineup of like cartoon characters. I mean, not to say that these lineups are bad, but it's just this one, or Billy West, I think has the best selection. It's just, I'm so glad that the prices are way less because maybe he's just being generous because like that is, like, even in Comic-Con standards, that's really low prices. $20 for a selfie is pretty good. What I might try to do is, if I have enough money, because I'm starting to go that path to where I'm spending a lot of money recently, I might try to record, or like maybe he could be on my YouTube channel. That would just be a dream. But because I'm already getting a photo op, my mom actually paid for that. But I'm gonna see if I have enough money to try to, like, kind of, like, do a recording. But, well, I don't know if I could do both. I mean, there's a combo, but, yeah. I mean, autographs are cool, too. But if I could, I mean, I'm glad I'm getting a photo op with him, because that is so cool. And, like, I'm sorry, I'm geeking out. But, yeah, so $50 for a recording, it depends on how long the recording is, I think. Maybe. Because if he would... Oh god, why am I saying this? So, if he would be okay with me posting on my YouTube channel, which, I mean, I probably wouldn't want to tell him that, but, like, that would be cool to get a recording with him. I mean, photo op is already cool, too, but, like, if I could get a recording saving up enough money, I mean, $50 is not very much, like, compared to most other people. And this is all not very much. Like, I'm actually kind of surprised on how little it is. So, yeah, so he did voices like Shaggy, Bugs Bunny, which that, I mean, I'm not really, like, the Space Jam Bugs Bunny voice is not my favorite, but it's so cool that I'm going to be meeting the voice of Bugs Bunny. That's the main thing, is that I'm meeting one of the people who voiced Bugs Bunny, because Bugs Bunny is one of my favorite characters of all time, not even just cartoon characters, like characters in general. And I like him better than Mickey Mouse, even though, like, I am a big Disney fan. Well, not recently, because Disney has been taking a lot of L's, but it's just Warner Brothers slapstick comedy. Their comedy is great, And even though some people say that Space Jam it hasn't aged well, I can kind of agree, but it's so 90s that it just is. That's my excuse. It's just like, because I actually have. Oh wait, where is it? No, I don't want to get up because I'm in my pajamas. But I have Space Jam on VHS, and I mentioned this in a previous video, of this, and I actually got that for 25 cents. So, yeah, so that's the main thing. I mean, I really like all these other characters, like Elmer Fudd. Is that? Oh, that's Ren. I didn't see that one. Ren and Stimpy. I didn't know he did that. I don't really know anything about Futurama, so I'm just kind of. I mean, I'm glad that he does them, but aren't they doing a Futurama reboot, which was weird because they ended the series pretty well. I don't know. That's pretty cool that he has Woody Woodpecker though. But yeah, so yeah, I'm very excited about this, as you can tell. So that's the main thing, is that the fact I'm going to be meeting one of the people who voiced Bugs Bunny, that's the main selling point for me, because I just am a huge fan of the Bugs Bunny series, even though that voice is not my favorite. I mean, I don't think it's terrible. Like, I don't think any of the Bugs Bunny voices are terrible. But it's just so cool I'm going to be meeting him. Sorry, I'm rambling. So, yeah, so if I can, I want to get a recording with him. But I don't know. I mean, and it's weird because I think he's the only person on here. Yeah, I'm looking through. Yeah, I think he's the only person on here who is actually letting people, or like charging, or that he's even letting people record him. Yeah, he's the only guy. Yeah, that's actually kind of funny. Yeah. And I don't know why. I think maybe he's just being nice, because it's so nice and it's so convenient that it's this low of prices. I mean, some people say it's still kind of overpriced, but compared to everyone else, I mean, not to say that everyone else is greedy or anything, I'm just saying, compared to all the other guests, this is really good prices. So, yeah, so I'm excited to meet him, even if the photo op is only like 30 seconds. But I want to say that I actually met Bugs Bunny, the voice, or one of them. So, yeah, so sorry, I'm rambling. So, what other video ideas have I needed to do, or like I've wanted to do? So, actually, let me talk about my YouTube channel for a second, because, okay, that's search history. I mean, I don't have anything suspicious. Or I don't. I think it may be, like, it picked it up as I hope, but I said I don't. So, yeah, we're up to 531. You guys are awesome. And yeah. Oh my gosh, that hit 1,000 views. I've been noticing that for YouTube Shorts, this main page has not been accurate at all. Because this one I posted today, the Fantastic Nintendo 64, I posted that, and it said like 5 views, and then up here in YouTube Studio it said like 500. So like, I mean, this is probably more accurate now. Usually it's not the same, and then it aligns. So this is the amount of views it has, which it's so cool that we're hitting like 1,000 views multiple times, and especially the Mortal Kombat one. I mean, usually my shorts have a stopping point with how many views they get. I mean, I don't really care how many views they get, but it's cool seeing it. So with the Mortal Kombat thing, that video grew because it stopped for a while and then it started growing again, which usually my shorts don't do that. So, oh yeah, I did Mini Lad too. Yeah, so we're hitting multiple times with thousands of views. You guys are awesome. So, so what was I about to say? Oh yeah, how many views I have on my channel total? Man, that is crazy. Like, I had 68,000 or something like that, like 4 months ago, and it's great. You guys are awesome. So, dang it, what was I about to say? There was something. Oh yeah, okay. So, The most popular video is still the Chuck E. Cheese video, but I think the Chuck E. Cheese video's finally plateaued. And I don't really care that it did. It's just, I mean, I'm not mad about it or anything. Like, it's so cool that you guys actually viewed that many times. It's really, like, I just did not think that would be the most popular video on my channel, like, ever. And, like, this Eminem's entrance thing was like, my most popular video for a long time, almost 2 years. But, this, oh my god, I can't believe that it hit 30,000 views. It's just crazy. You guys, I take a drink every time I said in my channel, you guys are awesome. You'll get hammered. So, yeah, so, actually, speaking of that, actually, I'll talk about that now. So, I'm turning 21 in a couple months. I don't know why I'm talking about this right now, but, it's kind of funny because if I look up what can you do at 21, so, it's kind of funny because, like, 21 is, like, that big number for people where it's just, like, you're basically legal to do almost anything in the U.S., so, it's kind of weird that I'm not going to do almost any of these things. Like, I have made it a firm, like, opinion that, I don't want to get on tangents, but, I'm not going to adopt a child. I don't like kids. So, okay, so, it's, okay, you guys might disagree with me on this, which is fine. I'm fine with disagreements. I am not, for now, when I turn 21, which is this year, I'm not going to do the following things. Not going to buy alcohol because alcohol tastes nasty. It tastes, I don't know, I mean, it might not be about the taste, but it's just such, I mean, I've had beer, like, in a different country in Europe. I forgot where it was. We went to many countries there. It was horrible. Beer sucks. And, I've had a little bit of wine before, like mom just letting me taste it, and it's terrible. I don't think I'm going to be the type of person who's going to drink a lot of alcohol. Because it's just, I don't like the taste, and I don't want to get hangovers. Hangovers sound terrible. I don't think there's really, wait, I'll mention that in a second, but it's so, like, half of the things I'm not going to do that people think are cool, or, well, not to say that people who are doing these things are bad people. I'm not saying that at all. It's just, I'm not personally going to do them. So, I'm not going to buy alcohol. I'm not going to do weed. Which, that's the thing. Is that I'm not going to smoke weed. Because I feel like it would not be good for me. Because, like, I know people who do smoke weed. But it's just, that's another thing that I'm just like, it's not my type of thing. I don't really want to get high. For me, there's not really benefits to do it. Because I feel like it used to be that, like, people were talking about weed or, like, cannabis and how, like, it, like, calms you down with, like, anxiety and depression. But I don't know if I'm correct on this, but I feel like now, like, sometimes with, like, especially with smoking marijuana, it actually makes you more anxious. I don't know if that's true, but, like, that's just what I've seen a couple times. And I hate the smell of weed. I hate it. It smells like a skunk. Like, it's horrible. I hate the smell of it. It's just, I've gotten used to it a little bit because, like, I went to San Francisco last year and there was a ton of weed. Like, especially in Pier 39, which Pier 39 is funny because, like, it's a really good pier, but my god, there were so many places where it smelled horrible. So, I mean, I'm not dissing people who are doing these things. I'm just saying I'm not doing them personally. So, you guys do you, because, you do you. So, yeah, so, not gonna buy cannabis, probably not, unless if it's maybe an edible, but I don't really need it. It's not something I need. So, casino. I don't know. That one is iffy because I have a bit of a gambling addiction, kind of. Well, actually, not really that much. But actually, I think it's gotten better because I used to basically gamble at arcades, which are basically arcade casinos. And I just, like, the past few times I've been to an arcade, it doesn't hit the same. Like, I remember I used to be really obsessed with the arcade and, like, all the machines and stuff. But I think I'm done with it. Like, I mean, I've been there since then with Pier 39, but it's not fun anymore. Spending a decent amount of money, which I have, and then with tickets, I mean, claw machines are still kind of an exception because even though they're rigged most of the time, you can sometimes win plushies. But, like, for tickets, nothing is good there. Like, it's, like, especially, like, the tracks for, like, in Branson, they don't have almost anything good there. It's all cheap crap. And Chuck E. Cheese is really bad about that, too. I mean, Incredible Pizza is a little bit better about that, and Dave & Buster's is probably the best about doing good items. Because I actually have, like, a bunch of stuff that I did with tickets for Dave & Buster's. I bought, like, a hoodie. I bought, like, a notebook, which that's the first notebook I've ever used for, like, my YouTube videos, and it's still there. I don't know where it is, but I filled the whole thing up. Yeah, so casino, if I do go to a casino, I gotta not bring my card. It has to be that way because, like, they bait you into thinking that you're about to win, and then you don't. So I mean, maybe I might, if they let me film, I could maybe do a video at the casino, but I probably will post a discretion or like a viewer discretion saying I do not endorse gambling because I know I know stories of like people who have lost a lot of money to gambling, and like I don't want that for anybody to lose a lot of money. So yeah, so casino, that's a very iffy one. Maybe if I go to Las Vegas, which probably won't happen, but actually no, I'm going on a different rant if I say that. So casino, maybe, but I probably not. So, and then vaping, no point. I think vaping, I mean, at least with cannabis, like, I feel like it's a little bit like some people will do it to kind of calm them down to some stress. Vaping, that's the one that I don't see any point in. Like, I don't get it because and I think the main reason why I don't want to vape or smoke weed is because I don't want to hurt my lungs. Like, it's just like I really, like, I want healthy lungs, and I know, like, it's just like people think that with marijuana that it's just like like some people kind of perceive it as like perfectly safe compared to smoking cigarettes, but it's still not good for your lungs, especially smoking it. So it's just like I don't want to risk that, and I feel, and I will never smoke cigarettes ever. Like, for people who smoke cigarettes in the 21st century, I don't get it. That's the two ones that I'm just like, no. Like, well, alcohol basically not either, but in like strict firm, like, I will never smoke cigarettes or vaping ever. Like, and I don't even want to try it because I heard that vaping is so addictive, like almost more addictive than smoking cigarettes. So yeah, so I'm not going to smoke cigarettes or vaping, or probably not alcohol, maybe the casino, but I'm not smoking weed either. So the one that I want to do though, this is probably the only thing I'm going to do, book a hotel room. This is going to be nice because when I went to Worlds of Fun last year, I couldn't book the hotel because I was 19, yeah. And it was annoying. But this year, I've been thinking about going down to Six Flags St. Louis, maybe before the event. But like I've been thinking about going down there and booking a hotel room there because it's that's my favorite thing. That's the one I'm going to use the most probably if I go places because it would be really nice because it's just like I could book a hotel room without having to be concerned about if the hotel will accept my reservation or not. So yeah, so that's basically what I'm gonna not or will do with 21 when I turn 21. Just wanted to kind of talk about that a little bit. So the one thing that I wanted to update you guys on is the current circus. So I think I've figured out what I want to do with this, especially for the recording the circus. I'm just gonna try it. I'm gonna try to record the circus because I've been testing the pen camera lately, and it has been horrible. It's the pen camera, and like the new one the new one I thought was gonna be fine, but like it's so, I don't know, it's not gonna be reliable. Like I want a display so I could see what I'm actually recording, because that's the problem with these pen cameras, is that I don't know what I'm going to be recording. Like, it doesn't have a viewfinder or anything. So, yeah, so the circus is going to be in a couple days. What day is it today? Sunday. It'll be on Wednesday. So, I really hope I can make a video, because I promised you guys that for, like, months now, or, like, 2 months now. So what the plan is, I think, and for now, is my mom might take me to drop me off, because I kind of don't want to pay $10 for parking, because like $10 for parking is kind of ridiculous, and I feel like maybe I could try to park farther away and then just walk. Actually, that might actually be better, because if I'm like walking on the way to the circus, I could maybe do my intro there. That's actually what I might do, but like it's just because I somehow avoided paying the $10 in parking last year when I went with my friend, because I went through the exit accidentally and I didn't know it. But that was unintentional. So, yeah. So I am gonna try to record the circus with my phone. That's what I'm gonna try to do, and it's just I feel like that's the only way, basically. And I know they say you can't record it, but I don't know. So, current circus video hopefully will happen. If I can't do it, I'll let you guys know, because I've been promising it for a long time now, and if I don't do it, I just feel like I'm betraying you guys. So yeah, so that's basically all the ideas I have for today. Just wanted to mention some stuff, and thank you guys so much for the support recently, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.